Is quarter ounce gold the best fractional investment you can make? Quarter ounce gold Britannias. I've got a massive soft spot for them, as you know. I have a fair amount in my investment collection, or stack if you'd like to call it. But really, my real thing I wanted to talk about today is quarter ounce fractional gold the better investment, or should you go for bars such as these 5 gram gold bars, or even 1 gram gold bars like this from the Royal Mint? I always say there's no right or wrong answer, but if we're going to get serious about this and really break this down, there possibly is a right or wrong answer. So let me explain. So when it comes to fractional gold, I've done many videos on this before. Now, I don't really want to get into the aspects of fractional gold too much, so I'm going to try and stay away from that in this episode. I'm going to really focus more on quarter ounce gold. Now, why do I love this quarter ounce gold piece so much? There's so many reasons. I got a little bit of a fascination with these pieces. I think they're really cute, and I think they're also powerful, you know, for something so small, yet it's so valuable. I mean, it's quite fascinating, really, isn't it, that can be the case. Now, let me take it out of the capsule so you can get a better look at it here. It's got King Charles on the back. Beautiful, isn't it? I only recently just got this piece. Absolutely stunning. It's quite thin, as you can see. But look at the edging. Look at the colouring. Isn't that just stunning? The way it just flicks off the light and the depth of that gold. It's almost got an orange tint to it, hasn't it? Absolutely stunning. The Royal Mint, they really do top the designs, don't they? And the security features. You've got the padlock there. You can see the little trident appearing now on the left. And then we elevate it there. And there's your little padlock. Absolutely stunning. It's such a small piece. I feel a little bit guilty holding it, to be honest with you. It feels so soft and delicate. I really would worry if I scratched it. Now, actually, that's a good point. A lot of people do panic when their silver Britannia coins, as we know, milk spot, which is a common thing at the moment from the Royal Mint. Now, you could potentially damage this or scratch it. Would it lower the value? Well, difficult to say. I mean, if you were taking it to a bullion dealer, maybe it would lower the value a little bit, because they obviously want to sell a pretty coin, and if it looks pretty, it's going to be easier to sell, isn't it? However, there's that argument that gold is only ever worth its weight, hence the saying, worth its own weight in gold. So really, if you're selling it to somebody who's looking to like get a big collection, maybe melt it down, they wouldn't be bothered about the quality as long as it's pure 24 karat bullion gold. Now, why do I love these quarter ounce gold Britannias? I love the fact that you could have hundreds, to be honest, in your stack. You could have hundreds of these in your investment stack. And you know what? It really wouldn't take up that much room. And it sounds crazy, doesn't it? Because 100 quarter ounce gold Britannias, that's a lot of gold and a lot of money. But it wouldn't actually take up much room in your stack. Whereas if you were to buy, 1 ounce silver Britannias like I've got in my stack, as you've seen many times before, they're quite big. They're the same size pretty much as a 1 ounce gold Britannia. They take up a lot of room. Yet these quarter ounce gold Britannias, they're so much smaller, yet they're so much more valuable than, say, a 1 ounce silver Britannia. So I love the fact that you could have it in your stack and it's not going to take up a lot of room. You could really fill up a little chest, couldn't you? Can you just imagine a collection of these quarter ounce gold Britannias in your stack? How amazing would that be? Just piles and piles and piles of them stacking up on top of each other. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? A lot of people don't like fractional gold because of the premiums. But why I really like these particular pieces is because I do find that they're almost a happy medium when it comes to fractional gold. I never would buy, personally, a 1/2 ounce gold Britannia. I don't really see the reason for that. I would rather save up and go for a full 1 ounce. If I'm that close to buying a 1/2 ounce gold Britannia, I'd definitely just wait a little bit longer to get myself a full 1 ounce Britannia. However, if we go on the other end of the spectrum, quarter ounce gold Britannias, these are around £450 at the moment, so no small pocket change. Should you go smaller? Should you go, actually, I don't really want to spend £450 on something so small, if you're looking at it from just a perspective of size and weight? You could go, maybe I'll just spend £60-70 and get a cool little 1 gram gold bar. But then, as we know, gold bars are not capital gains tax exempt, and you pay VAT. So that would write that off. Then you go, well, maybe I'll go a bit bigger. I'll buy a 5 gram gold bar. Well, that's lovely. That's 5 grams of gold. But again, it's not capital gains tax exempt, and you pay VAT. You're probably looking at around £300 for this 5 gram gold bar now from the Royal Mint, maybe a little bit more. Or you could just add about £250 and get another, say, 2.7 grams in your stack, and you won't be paying any VAT. And I love that. I absolutely love the fact that I can get these out and know that if I was to sell it back to a bullion dealer, I'm not getting charged any tax. I love that. That is such a nice thing to have in your stack. And if I knew that now, what I knew now back when I started investing, I definitely wouldn't have bought bars. I probably would have just started with these quarter ounce gold Britannias and built up an almighty stack. Now, another reason why I love these is they're extremely liquid and you're able to move them quickly. So let's talk about our SHTF situation, shit hit the fan, so to speak. Worst case, if the world economy went to shit and the governments failed, the banking systems failed, the fiat money value, currency rocketed down and dropped, your pound was basically worthless, your dollar was worthless, you could technically walk around with this quarter ounce gold Britannia and use it as a payment. Especially, can you imagine if there was an emergency situation, you needed to get somewhere and you needed to bribe someone or pay someone, how thankful would you be that you had something so small that nobody even knew you had it, but when you pulled it out, bang, you're getting where you need to go thanks to this tiny little quarter ounce gold Britannia. Now I know that is extremely doomsday topic, and realistically that's not going to happen, is it? Not in our lifetimes, let's hope. But you've got to look at every aspect, and there's a reason why especially people like millionaires and billionaires stick so much money into gold, because they're trying to hedge against inflation, but more importantly they're trying to put a lot of their money into an asset that is untracked, that is going to protect their wealth, and it's just a beautiful thing to have. So yeah, I think these quarter ounce gold Britannias are such a good investment. If I was talking to new investors and I said, look, if you've got the money, I would recommend going straight for quarter ounce gold Britannias. And I would love to have a full stack of quarter ounce gold Britannias. And when I say a full stack, I mean, like a tin full of the stuff, because it would just be awesome to have. Now, I know there's a bit of a premium, but at the end of the day, does that really matter if you're holding on for a long-term period of time? Because you're going to completely outweigh those premiums. And that's the same for the 1 gram gold bars that are here and here. A lot of people say don't buy them because you get extorted on the premiums. But I kind of don't really bother or care too much about that, because I'm holding for like 25 years to retirement, maybe longer, maybe shorter. And in that time, I really do think that will all be outweighed. So yeah, I think the quarter ounce is a good bet to go for one of your first investments. But personally, I just absolutely love it. I think it's very cute. I think it's so valuable. I think it's easy to hide. I love the fact that it's very liquid. I love the fact that you don't pay any capital gains tax on it. I think it's a real winner. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you think of the quarter ounce gold Britannia, and I'd love to know if you have any quarter ounce gold Britannias in your stack. And if you were willing to tell me how many you had, that would be awesome. I'd really like to know. And until next time, I'll see you in the very next episode. Bye-bye, guys. To see another episode on quarter ounce gold Britannias, click the link now.